There are two parts in our tenant. One is a Qlik Sense analytics service, which is a development environment, and management console is for the management, okay, for the admin part. I'm just giving the highlights. Subsequently, we'll go more deeper into it. Every portal has its client side and has its admin side. This is like this, okay. If analytics portal is a client side, what all stuffs available there, in order to manage that, we have to use this management console. Here I can invite multiple users. Okay, we will practice this tomorrow, how we can invite multiple users. I will definitely invite you all and give you different provisions. There is also features to give you multiple provisions. Somebody can be a interactor, somebody can be a viewer. Okay, that type of provisions also can be there. So user in the user allocations, that thing is available. A lot of features are available over here. It seems clean, but a lot of features are available. And space is something a logical directory. For a training, for our training, when we create first new tenant, it will allocate you to a public tenant, a public space. Space means space for working, right? It is a kind of a logical repository or a directory where our codes or dashboards will be placed. Everything you create will be confined to that particular space. So I've created one space. I can create unlimited space over here, and I can define, suppose, account professionals. I have created 5 dashboards for account professionals. Then I can create account space, and I can add all 5 dashboards to account space. And whenever I will create a user, I'll give access to that particular user to that particular account space, not individual dashboards. If space concept was not there, then I had to assign authorization to all individual dashboards, which was time taking. Right. So this is for alert of any message or anything. Subscriptions, schedules. So basically, schedules is subscriptions is something like if you send a dashboard to a mail, so that will be share over here that activity. Schedules. I have created one schedule here. The dashboard was scheduled last night. It is 10:39 p.m. So how you can schedule refresh of your dashboard? You can see over here. Everything you will be doing in the analytic service, but here you can see it. You can customize something. Events means what all times available for scheduling of your dashboards. You can simply choose that. What all apps are available will be listed over here. There are 3 apps that will be listed over here. Admin can do, can change, can delete everything from this side. Data content, I have not separately uploaded any QVD, any Excels like this to my dashboard, so that's why it is not visible, but anything which you upload separately will be visible over here. Generic link, I have created a link. Suppose you want to connect with Google Drive, okay? So I have created a link. So if you just bind this link, you will be able to get the data from this link. Okay. So this is a external link, the data which is being browsed from the Google Drive. Extensions. If you add any extensions to connect the data from the D3 extensions or JavaScript extensions, you can add it. If you want to create a particular theme for your dashboard, you can also create it. So these parts are there. And API keys, if you want to access to any third party application, for the API you have to create the keys for connection of the API. Content security policy, this is policy part, there's nothing to do it. OAuth, if you are connected to any SSO, single sign-on, you have to configure over here. Web, if you are connecting to any web client, like say Facebook or Wikipedia and all, you can create a connections over here. And this is also kind of a connections. Here you will be able to pass information about your Qlik cloud to other applications. So subsequently, we'll be practicing all those things. The idea is to just give you a fair idea on this.